do the usual and actually boost up my mic volume because even though we started off like really low, I'm eventually gonna end up screaming at some point in this game. As you all might know by now, just gonna lower the game volume and hopefully everything is okay. You can probably see Wuchang's HUD over in my vertical stream right now. But yeah, we're gonna continue where we left off last night. Kind of surprised that the game is not showing where the new area is, and I think it might be because I actually spent some time exploring the place for that one NPC we missed, right? Because we couldn't find them anywhere, and I still want to sort of check out the other areas before we go. But yeah. And to recap, we pretty much at this point in the game, when we were at the Annulum, I thought that was the end of the game, like this was the final chapter. But that was not the case. That was not the final chapter at all. The game was actually going to continue even longer than we were expecting. So I'm just realizing that we did not have our HUD up in the mainstream. There we go. I kept it separate so that you all can enjoy it without that thing at the back. And let me get rid of my FF14 chat back there, which I was using to hide. I'm gonna do this live, folks. I just stream live. Now you all know my secrets. Yes, I'm gonna do one last check around the town to see if I can find that NPC that we were missing. And then I'm gonna go back to actually where we need to go with a very interesting aesthetic. Definitely a very, very different looking area compared to all the other stuff in Wuchang. So let me Mount Trenfu. Now there was that one cave where the elder was at the beginning. No, not the elder, the storyteller was, that I never checked before. And it might be worth checking it now. There's a chance that we might be late since the NPC passed away. So it's kind of nice to see this area at night. And, well, I guess it was night before too when we got to the top of Shenwu Temple. And in case you're wondering, I'm gonna shift out from the double-handed swords to the spear. We've been testing a lot of different weapons all throughout the game. And even though we haven't used the spear too much, the spear is my favorite weapon in most games. Like, I think I prefer the spear even over like swords for many fantasy games. You just can't beat reach, right? And I kind of want to test out all the different spears we picked up over time. Yep, this is the place that I forgot to check out. I think I ran over here expecting another path, but the only path that was there was... Is there anything else over here? No. Yeah, the only thing that was here was a panda. And the little cliff overseeing here. No boat we're looking for. With our only hope being the boat. And you have the final upgrade item I need, and I spent all my bamboo shoots on buying useless feather pearls. Now we gotta find 5 more bamboo shoots before we can get the final upgrade for the weapon. Right now, the dual swords are actually maxed out, which shows a lot. Rather dark in here. Switch this on. But yeah, my objective is coming here to find that one last NPC, and this is the only place that I did not check. I was assuming this path was going to lead us to the Annulum, but that was not the case. The Annulum seems completely cut off, which is a very interesting design decision, all things considered. But I feel like I went here too. Like this exact setup of a trap feels very familiar. How? Yeah, okay, great job. We're not walking through that unless we're sliding through it. There we go. And did I not go through? I feel like I went through the area because I remember like that exact setup of traps. Like if you look closely, it's like spikes, and then there's a pressure plate there that's gonna activate something. But I must not have gone through here because we have items over there. And right now, I do not believe I'm decked in such a way that reduces my corruption. Or am I? Yeah, I'm not. Let's pick this up. Get off. Crystallized red mercury. It seems to be a bit of an early area, since it's giving us like lower soul level items. There's an item there. And a bunch of enemies testing it. Like, whenever I see an item in this game, I naturally assume it's a trap. Especially if it's near, like, a cliff or something. Because the devs love to place traps in this game. Like, really, really trick you. And, to be honest, it's sort of satisfying when you figure it out and manage to beat them to their game. But at the same time, like, you can never be, like, too sure whether it's safe or not, right? Stab, stab. I apologize, Mr. Bird. Please don't be a trap. Yeah, anything down there? There's a little path over there. Nothing else we can see. Kind of wish we had a telescope in this game. And we have the option of going up and going down. Lots of devious pot traps here. With a item behind that can't be good. See, for anyone of you who are not familiar with Wuchang, these green pots, if you smash them, they'll actually emit a projectile, a poison projectile that has quite a bit of homing. It will follow you a considerable distance. Now, there is a chance that even among the pots there's another enemy that's made of a pot. We haven't seen one of those in a very long while, but who knows. It's very obvious when you are actually looking for them. I do not think they're here. So let's smash these 3 pots together. And then, okay, that was not the 3 pots I intended to smash. But yeah, as you can see, the tracking on those is a bit insane. It's not too bad when it's only you around. But an enemy can really, like, mess you up if you're not careful. And the way that poison works, the game has like 2 different versions of poison, you see. Number one is called corruption, which is indicated by a purple symbol, and the other is called blight. The purple corruption works like any other poison in any other game, like any other Souls game. If you get inflicted by the status, your HP slowly just reduces. And it stays there on a very long time. Oh, hey, Kenk. I'm actually streaming like in both ways. Like, I'm not only on vertical, I'm on horizontal as well. So there's like 2 streams up, so you can enjoy whichever you want. I'm testing the vertical stream right now, and I think I am okay with how it looks. Oh, dear God. Yeah, this green poison, like I was explaining before King came on here, it will actually reduce your maximum HP, which is not very ideal at all. No worries, take your time. Okay, fire pots also something you have to be wary of. Now the question is, who pushed that boulder? Yeah, this is an entire area we completely missed because we went off the other way. Poison... Poison and corruption. This is a status effect swamp right here. And we have the Ming fighting against bandits or people afflicted with feathering. Between the 2, we want to get this guy because he's the more dangerous one. Or he would be the more dangerous one if I actually came here while I was supposed to. Like, I'm way too late to this area. Yep. There we go. pro tip for all you Wuchang players. If you see this enemy, don't look. Okay, never mind. That was not how to do the pro tip. That was the exact opposite of how to do the pro tip. But yes, if you lock on, there's a chance you'll actually just round about that fellow and get hit hilariously. Even though, you know what, I explained how not to do it. You just keep that in mind. They do as I say, not as I do. Interesting. Why place spikes here with an item that you can actually get without stepping on the spikes if you're not gonna have a hidden path or something? But these seem to be like unbreakable. So let me switch off the lantern. Just like it takes away a bit of the aesthetic, the darkness in the game. Pick up. Excuse me. Kill. We do seem to be ending up against some NPCs. Oh, and we're ending up against one of my least favorite NPCs. This guy's a red eye. He's extremely strong. And he uses lightning. I somehow managed to dodge his spin to win. They're very dangerous, especially in enclosed spaces, and it looks like he was sort of defending this little treasure hoard over here. Oh, a new spell. Not what I was expecting to get here. Heavenly Thunder. Makes sense. Let's test it out while we have the magic points for it. We have one thunder spell over here. This seems like the basic thunder. Okay, very area effect. Might work extremely well on a large boss enemy. If we were spec'd into one-handed sword. Because one-handed sword definitely seems to be the way to go with spells here, because that entire skill tree has magic points in it and feathering points. Not to mention the auto magic region that one spell tree has, which is very ideal. Just making sure we don't miss anything. Like, you'll see this with me on many of my streams. I'll go check a place out, run down, and then second guess myself and then run back up just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Because on my initial survey of an area, I'll just be like, okay, I'm not really examining anything in detail. Interestingly enough, this was a side path. We got a magic spell, though, for our troubles. I really do feel like I should have come this way a lot earlier. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, sure, fine. I don't have enough points to use magic, but we'll probably throw a fire pot or something at this, just so that we can check what item this is. Alley-oop. Now we'll dodge the blight. Soft Rush, of course. Nothing too exceptional there. Let's run on down. I thought we could find another path to that one item on a ledge somewhere. Not this one. Just so you all know. Yeah, if you look to your left here, there's a little ledge. and almost what seems like a path around here that leads to it. Thankfully, the item is blue, so we know it's not too valuable. Now, if you see a purple item or a yellow item, you definitely want to head there. We might be able to get it if we go down. And since we checked the upper path, let's run on to the other one. Yeah, I'm really regretting just talking to the storyteller and not going down this path first. The one thing I want to do right now in this game is just get to New Game Plus, because I missed a lot of NPC story here. With other Souls games, you don't really realize you missed them, just because, well, the teleport menu doesn't tell you that there are people looking at it. Like people with quests available for you at this location, but since Wuchang actually does that, you sort of know when you miss a quest. I'm almost starting to understand what one of my friends who disliked this type of storytelling was telling me before. Like, how do you figure out all the steps to a quest? Through trial and error, basically. But if you realize you missed a quest, you sort of like softens the experience a bit. Also, give me a second. I feel like I have someone at the door. Be right back. Alright, apologies for that interruption. Some relatives visiting over. I mean, you know, with relatives, I apologize if you guys hear the background noise. I've settled the mic in such a way it doesn't pick up the noise from the living room, but hey, who knows? If you hear it, my apologies. Fixed origin pill. You know what the funny thing is? Like, along with playing Wuchang, I've actually been reading like two novels, right? One is, if you all are very Netflix savvy, is the story called The Three Body Problem, and the other is a novel called The Poppy Wars. Funnily enough, both of these are Chinese. And the reason why I wanted to mention it is because Poppy Wars is... it's reminding me a lot of... about Wuchang, right? Oh, well, one second. Zenwu Temple is under siege. Our very existence hangs in the balance. Disciples of Zenwu Temple heed this urgent call. Return forthwith to defend our hallowed grounds and preserve our Taoist heritage. Oh yes, sorry. The novel called Poppy Wars. The way Poppy Wars work is that it's set in ancient China as well, which is similar to Wuchang over here. And you are basically going through the lifetime and the story of this one orphan girl called Rin, Hua Rin. And she's a war orphan from a previous war. And initially when we meet her, she's struggling with her adopted parents, her uncle and aunt, who are essentially using her as this opium mule. And they intend to marry her off to a rich merchant for their benefit, right? But then she's like, okay, there's no way I'm going to do this. So she studies for this nationwide exam, manages to get accepted, and then the story kicks off with her training at the academy. But the academy people there aren't very happy about this. Oh, young orphan girl with no connections. We do not have what is traditionally associated. Now they call it Sylvian, right? The Sylvian appearance, the fair appearance. So it's all about how Rin is trying to overcome this very hierarchical military training, and at the same time, sort of learning to unlock these fantastical powers through their use of the many drugs in the story. The way it connects is that these drugs allow her to see mythological gods, right? The phoenix, like the phoenix and all. She essentially becomes a shaman halfway through. It's a very interesting read. Now, the Three Body Problem is a bit of a different read. It's more science fiction and sort of is about an encounter with aliens in the future and how we deal with it. For those of you who watch the Netflix show, you will know. Oh, interesting. Oh, you might actually be coming up on the area that I was looking for this whole time. Like, I've been searching for this area with a boat, and now I can actually see a boat and items down there, so we are heading in the right direction. Searching this way does seem to have been the right call. Set up our checkpoint here and continue on downwards. Ferry Overlook. Yeah, this is the place I was looking for this whole time, and we finally found it. I do believe I am very late to this, though. There's a very high chance that the NPCs we are looking for have moved on. Oh. Trap. One of the giant oysters. And you can tell I'm late too, just from the amount of souls I'm getting and how easy I'm dealing with all the enemies. This is late game equipment here, and I'm just tearing through it. But this is a large oyster, and the best way to deal with a large oyster is by using a breaking dagger, because they're weak against poise break. Try to get the item. It's gonna pop out. Nope. I know you're there. Or even taking damage. Really? It's not gonna trigger till I pick it up? Or is it just dead? Interesting. Maybe it's this one that'll trigger. Okay, the game just psyching me out on both sides. Thinking I'm gonna have to deal with a large oyster. Nothing of note over here. So let's run back to the boats where the NPCs were supposed to be. So when we find them. No enemies too, interestingly enough. A very dead area. I hear one of those birds, and they usually lead us to something important. In this case, this might be... Oh! Head to the Bai Mansion? You can go to the Bai Mansion? Interesting. Quit for a bit. I'm gonna check the place out before I head there. The Bai Mansion, our main character is actually named by Wuchang. Like, that is her home mansion. And sometime before, one of the NPCs were like, you know what, I'm gonna go check out your old home for more clues. I feel like if I had went to this area before, I could have joined him and found extra lore bits, or maybe even another piece of the quest line that I missed. Like, Wuchang might be one of the Souls games that I feel like I missed quite a lot of NPC quest lines, but like even with Elden Ring, I didn't feel like I missed this much. With Elden Ring, the one quest line that I did miss, by the way, was the Alexander one, which was unfortunate, but I managed to find the most obscure ones in that game. Vare's quest for one, Ronnie's quest for another. But Alexander, the easiest one, I completely missed. Illegal deeds flourish at Ferry Overlook, a hideout for smugglers and slavers. Their wild actions poison our community, corrupt and all they encounter. Citizens, remain ever vigilant. Trust not the sweet-tongued deceivers that linger at the docks. Yeah, okay. Now I'm wondering if I came like very early on in the story, before everything went to hell in a handbasket, after we set fire to the temple. Accidentally, mind you, accidentally. I'm wondering if he came a lot earlier, whether... well, it's not going to be possible, because this area is only unlocked after we defeat the boss at the temple, so it's going to be set on fire regardless. But if we came as early as we could, I'm wondering if we could have found like other NPCs in this area who would try to deceive us, because right now this whole place feels very abandoned instead. And I'm just wrecking up whatever goods they were storing over here. It's a very Bloodborne vibe too, right? You're just exploring a very desolate area. A little desolate fishing village. Or maybe that's why I feel that way. Because fishing village and all. Now here is an important item for us. A yellow one. 2 yellow ones actually. Syrup. Oh, it's... Wait a minute. Is that an equipment? This is the item from our NPC friend that we sent over here. So does that mean that we actually send that kid to their death? Not sure how I feel about this. Many a family pickles their vegetables in salt, using a large jar such as this, which has now found a new use as headwear. A child who miraculously survived red curry infection, relying upon their knack of foraging to feed their annoying hunger. Wearing this jama will produce some surprising effects. Okay. An interesting piece of equipment, but I feel sort of like there's a bit of darkness here, considering that that kid we might send here with the jar might actually be dead now. Tiger pendant. Increase the potency of your weapon's physical attacks. Okay, that sounds nice. We'll have that up. And a little bit of damage. Stamina. Increase your maximum stamina. Let's reduce this with... not you. Yep. I'm curious as to what sort of effect the head jar is going to give us. That's why I'm wearing it right now. I'm looking at the status effects. The status effects might not appear on stream though, because I have actually masked the HUD in such a way I did not include the status effects that appear below the name, below the HP bar. Missed. Wuchang cannot actually swim, so I'm gonna take this and head to the Bai mansion we missed long ago.
Rivers of old embrace our native shore, where memories of horror linger evermore. of the remnants still haunt this plain. The silent tears of blood fall like rain.
Can I go back? Interestingly enough, you cannot go back, so I'm assuming we're gonna get a shrine here somewhere. Lots of pinwheels. Never a good sign. A paper pinwheel folded by Baiyu on her birthday. I shall craft one to bestow upon her. Baiyu being Bai Wuchang's younger sibling, which we are trying to revive, whom we are trying to revive. Let's just enter the dream and get back all our stuff. So a little red fog there, unlike usual. It is calling this Monk Chenbu, even though it's very much the Bai mansion. A little path to the left over here, away from the mansion. Excuse me. What was that? Is there something remaining in the Bai mansion that we're not aware of? Oh, it's my demoness. My inner demon, I mean. Why are you here?
Brother. I...
Radiant Red Feather. Upgrade item. The treasures of Zhenbu Temple are mine, yet my wife lost in the throes of childbirth, our son resurrected as a monster, and my beloved daughters disappeared without a trace. I have failed my ancestors. Oh, wait a sec. Imperial Guard token. I would eradicate this abomination and offer my life as penance. The name of Bai shall endure untarnished. This is actually something we need much later on, and the area that I actually wanted to show you all as having like a very interesting aesthetic, right? This is one of the keys we need to open the area over there. This is what I was going to take a look at, an ivory bolt token engraved with the name and title. Well, it symbolizes status. It also serves as a conduit for power. Bai Tingzhao sought only to serve his nation. Yet he was manipulated by those in power, leaving him consumed by obsession. I'm sort of starting to understand what happened with the Bai family here. From what I can tell, I'm still not sure what the inner demon is representing. Like, is the inner demon Bai Wuchang's inner thoughts? Is it another entity? I'm not sure. It might even be Baiyu, insofar as we know. But basically what seems to have happened is that Bai Tingzhao, their father, actually got hold of one of the chisels and they were attacked for that. And by using the chisel to sort of resurrect the young boy, or his mother maybe, at childbirth, who died, they seem to have turned into a monster, which led to both of the sisters having to flee for safety, right? And in the process, Baiyu also died. And that's why Bai Wuchang, who also knows of the relic and its powers, have been trying to gather it all so that they can revive, that she can revive Baiyu. Recently disturbed, a faint aura of chisels still clings to the area. Yeah, this is probably where the chisel originally was. Oh, this is a spell. Demon Bane Strike. Conjure forth a spear to stab upward and cause feathering damage. Unfortunately, my feathering is like very low. I will do another playthrough with feathering and magic as one, or maybe we'll spec later to feathering and magic and see how it all works out, because our repertoire of spells has increased greatly since the start of the game. Steam Bunny Bun. Examine the marks here to reunite with the faces of the past. Okay, this is something that Wuchang does as well. Like occasionally you come across these little places where they tell you to do something, and the answer is like very obvious, right? It's telling you to examine here, which means you do the examine emote. And it usually rewards you with either an item or an upgrade point.
Do you think our baby brother will look like us? I'm so excited to meet him.
Broken bell pinwheel. That feels like a key item we should have had a long time ago for something. Ziyun is scrawled across the pinwheel in crooked letters. The bell's inscription is mostly faded, with only the name Yu still legible. I'm guessing Ziyun was the name they were going to call the younger brother who was going to be born. And something tells me if you go down the path where our demon was waiting, we are going to meet with whatever entity that is our younger brother at the moment. Very somber music here too. But that does seem to be everything we can find. I'm very curious as to what we would have gotten here if we had went to this area much earlier when the game actually allowed us. Something to keep in mind for a second playthrough. For now, we head down this path and face the music. The music being whatever creature our brother has turned into. Oh, wait, do you have anything new to say? I doubt it.
Brother. I...
Okay, no. It seems like it was not only their father who were trying to get rid of whatever the brother turned themselves into. Other people were trying as well. Trying, but not succeeding very much. Rivulet. I'm removing the seriousness of the entire cutscene by having that jar on my head, huh? Giant red pinwheel. Oh my god, it's the boss from the very start of the game. So this was her brother, huh? Yeah, it does seem to be the case. Alright, time for a rematch, although I defeated you once. Still getting me with that jump back, huh? Oh, okay, you are killing me? Oh, you have a grab now as well, huh? Okay. Oh, bad timing on that one. Nope. Okay, now we're dead. That grab's gonna kill us. It's more or less the same moves, just a lot faster than before. Okay, the sound effect coming in late there. We aren't taking too much damage, so I'm wondering if this gear set is actually pretty okay for dealing with my crew over here. Lost a bunch of souls though, unfortunately. So do I want to go Frost? I'm not sure what his weakness is. Is it magic? I don't know. We need something from him to figure it out. Monster style of by crew. That's a new move too. Oh wow, you interrupted my spellcasting. Oh, we're in a bad spot. Yep. The gazers. Somehow managed to outrange that. Jump back. Wow. You are strong enough to break that shield, something I was not expecting. Oh! Are we dead? You might be dead. We're very close to dead. Oh, okay. So we sort of knew the Taoist before as well. Oh, okay. Was not expecting to hit me from there. Changing the music as always. Oh wow, you actually have different attacks too. If only. Not what I intended to do there. Oh, come on, I got interrupted. Oh, he does a scream after that each and every time. I will explain why the jar is on my head momentarily after I try to defeat this boss. Just going not too bad, all things considered. But I have been known to jinx myself for saying stuff like that. Oh. One more. Yep, there we go. Gotta remember to scream. No, you don't. You're not grabbing me over here. Not too. Difficult to fight, but a bit of a sad one. Ivory Seal, Echo by Crew. So, so remember that I told you guys that I was searching for an NPC, a little kid with a jar on their head, and I told you that, guys, that I think I might have accidentally sent them to their deaths. Well, it turns out it did. I might have actually done that. Like, I might have actually sent the kid to their death, because we found this hat in an area which we couldn't access before. I completely missed this area, but I figured that since we were in the final chapter, I will take a look around, right? And somehow we managed to find the hat. And I do believe this means that that kid died because we sent him there. Now, on the way, we also discovered that we could come back to this area, which is by Wuchang's family home. And from this, we sort of learned that her father actually got a hold of the chisel. The artifact that everyone's trying to get to resurrect people. What happened, insofar as I can understand, is that both Bai Yu and Bai Wuchang here, the two sisters of the Bai family, the whole family was expecting an additional child, right? Our younger brother. But that child died of stillbirth. So, their father, Bai Tingzhao, found the chisel and used the chisel to resurrect that young child, right? The problem was, however, that in doing so, it sort of changed that child to a demon. And from the dialogue in the boss fight, it seems like that child sort of drank the blood of the mother, and the mother died. And because of that, everything kind of fell apart. The fathers tried to stop him, he got killed, the young sisters ran away, and that's where our story begins, right? Now, what stat does it give? I'm not entirely sure. It seems to me like very... So, here's the funny thing about this, right? If you look at this, it has minus on everything, like on all resistances, except for feathering. So, but if you look at the description, wearing this jar may well produce some surprising effects. I've been wearing it just to check what sort of surprising effects it does, because it is really bad as a... as an actual item, because everything is minus, right? As you can see. Okay, maybe not you guys over here in the vertical stream. Let me adjust that so you all can see just momentarily. Like if you look over here at all the stats, you can see that this jar actually gives like -40 to all the stats, which means you have negative resistances to all these things. So, but because of the description, right? Because of the description saying that it might give you special effects, I've been wearing it just to test it out. I didn't even realize it was negative until you sort of asked me to check it out. And we also got two new items over here, key items. One is this ivory seal embodies the aspirations of being an official, a ceremonial object by Crew's father prepared for her before her birth. Much like this object, most of his careful preparations were for naught in the end. This is interesting, right? A ceremonial object by Crew's father prepared for her before her birth. We thought that the child that was being born was a guy, so it's saying her here is a bit confusing, but this is something that Bai Tingzhao, Bai Wuchang's father, actually had, and we sort of found it. Yeah, and this simply relying on red mercury is not enough to bring the deceased back to life. One writer once ventured into a dangerous place and stole a curious object, but the resurrected one still turned into a monster. In the end, relying solely on that object proved futile. This is sort of explaining what happened to the Bai family. One writer once ventured into a dangerous place and stole a curious object. I'm guessing that the Bai family father, Bai Tingzhao, was actually the one who sets off all the events in motion. Like he stole the chisel and he used it to resurrect their child, which sort of didn't help. But I don't think I can actually hand this over to Hei Yozai, because Hei is not in any way lucid at the moment. He's gone kind of crazy, more or less. But with this, I do believe I may have wrapped up the mystery of where the last NPC was. Is it like a challenge? I don't know. Like I'm just wearing it to see what incarnation they're talking about when it comes to the hidden effects. Also, I'm gonna shift over, like I'm gonna respec from dual blades to spear entirely. I'm gonna go to the spear tree as we explore this additional area. So let's max out the spear, figure out what I want. I know what I want. One skill I definitely want is at the very end of this tree. This spear well now grants you fleetness for a useful time. Spear well is a counter, and it's absolutely broken. Like absolutely broken. Not a counter, it's a deflect, right? It's a deflect that's a backstep. And I wanna put this on. I have a couple of spears. I'm not sure what's the strongest. Gunpowder, Cloud Piercer, Steam Powered. Let's use Gunpowder and Cloud Piercer because I have not used either of these spears yet. So I'm gonna give Cloud Piercer, no, Gunpowder, Spear Whale. No, I'm gonna give you Spear Whale. Because Cloud Piercer actually seems like it requires quite a bit of magic to use, right? 3 points of magic. And Spear Whale, I do believe it's timed correctly, will give you your entire stack of magic back. And yeah, for a time, and grants you 2 stacks of Skyborn Might, like 2 stacks of magic right on the dot. Very useful. Oh, cool. Also, I'm guessing here. I think our timing is a bit off here, so let me switch scenes to our starting scene and adjust the timing so that the latency isn't too off. I can tell that the latency is off because when we get an upgrade, it doesn't happen immediately. This is the problem with actually having multiple streams working right. It results in stuff like this. I can disable the preview on this one, I suppose. That'll save up some of my precious PC RAM space. Converts your bolt heart stacks. Okay, this is something I've not tested too much. Enables you to change spear light attack after upward force. Ah, okay. Let's use this and give it to gunpowder spear. Lock its 2 additional stats. Like I said before, we're gonna put everything into spear because I have not tested spear too much. Spear is like the more I think about how the spear is built, it is like the jack of all trades weapon in this game. It has a good amount of strength, a good amount of agility. It has vitality, endurance. It even has like magic and feathering nodes. Not too much, but it does. And each of its skills are like very different. This one is a stagger skill. This one is a dodge, which gives you magic. This one seems to gain clash on a spear. Bit of a different feeling right there. And this is more or less your attack combo. Another 2 things that I have not tested yet. But yeah, gonna max out on nodes over here. Wherever I can find a node that has like 3 or more. Am I missing? Okay, no, I think I maxed out the spear. And then let me equip these 2 spears and see which stats they scale with, right? Cloud Piercers are gonna be our main one. Flame Strike and Spear. Wait, do you have Spear Will as well? That was not my intention. You are level 5 in agility and level 2 in strength. This is the opposite. Cloud Piercer needs strength. Oh, what an interesting combination here, right? Very good stab, like lots of stabbing over here. Gunpowder Spear is weaker. Interesting. They have opposing stats. Not 2 weapons you want to use, all things considered. Together, I mean. Because they need like 2 very different stats to max out on their values. And I'm not exactly sure where to put it now. I might go into Longsword, because Longsword has both agility and strength. So it might be the best contributing stat-wise to Spear. Actually, what are my stats right now? Questions. My agility is actually lower. No wonder the Cloud Piercer is giving more, because my strength is like 45. Never thought I'd be using a strength build. This is not my favorite way to play these games. So what I want to do here is put more into the agility side of stuff. If you can find those nodes. Yeah, but more or less, yep, that'll be the case. Respec done. I'm also gonna get rid of the Leech Needle and give ourselves Frostbite, because I do like Frostbite. And it can be used in both weapons. Well, it is like, the Cloud Piercer is like really good at 300 plus 305 points. We'll see how good it actually is later on. No, not you. Increases the potency of blocks and clash. I want to give Cloud Piercer Spear Well, so it doesn't have a clash. You, however, can have Upward Force. What to equip? Cloud Piercer, I do think uses an explosion, so might go for it. Okay. Military attacks recover. Military attack, increase your attack. Hmm. Yeah, well, sure, let's go with that. Yeah, not sure if we're finding. I felt like the more we got to the end of the game, we'll find more benediction stones that are useful, right? Uh, and you can see that a set effect up there. Okay, yeah, even on vertical, you guys can see it. Uh, I thought we would be able to activate it, but so far I haven't actually been able to do so. So not quite sure what to go with here. Yep. Because the Cloud Piercer is actually more or less like a gunpowder thing. And that's our counter, more or less, our deflect. Oh, I can talk to Chao Cheng. But yeah, as you can see, even if you got the key items for the other places, we can't use them because the time for using them has passed. This game is like very strict on when you can turn in quests. But hey, at least if it's Chao Cheng, we're gonna give him something valuable and he's gonna give us some items, which is always nice. I do like getting me some new weapons and items.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment. This ivory seal is exquisite. You know, there's a tradition in Worship's Rise. When a child is born, the parents commission a token to ward off evil and misfortune.
Okay, that explains why
I remember this one. It
General
was made
Bai
by
had it.
Governor General Bai for his son. They say the child was born frail. Poor Governor Bai sought every cure under the sun, to no avail. Later, I heard from the old Taoist that the child passed away. This ivory seal became a symbol of misfortune.
Oh, I
but
love
don't
this storytelling.
worry,
We finally
especially
know.
when there's profit to be made.
We finally know what happened to the Bai family. A bit of a sad story, but we do finally know what happened. But what does this give me? Nothing? Nothing? Really? Or do I not have enough souls to buy whatever I got? Maybe a spell or something? Now, all things I have. Hey, you really got nothing for that item? Okay, I'm slightly disappointed. I was hoping that we'd get at least something to remember by Crew by. That was not the case. Hey, this is a neat one. Okay, this is the one we got. I just don't have enough souls for it. A jade pendant carved into the shape of a kiln. Kaiden. This is said to bring longevity and ward off ill fortune. Bai Crew's father visited the Zhenwu temple twice in an attempt to alter fate itself. He also tasked artisans with fashioning this pendant to bless his son with longevity and ward off misfortune. Except all his actions kind of led to misfortune at the end. Increases your weapon's feathering damage at the cost of reducing its physical damage. So I was right. The Bai Crew was very much a feathering sort of enemy. We got the Echo of Bai Crew here, also feathering. A pillar of water. You know what? I love water spells. So yeah, let's use them. I'm also gonna use a soul item here. Come on, let just sell all the
What
items.
treasures do you have for me
Buy what we
today? Let
have.
me make an assessment.
Buy the pendant, and then use whatever access we have to get ourselves on an extra point.
Nothing good comes cheap, you know. What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment.
Yeah,
Nothing good comes cheap.
I didn't mean to sell there.
What treasures do you
I wanted
have
to
for me
buy.
today? Let me make an assessment.
Alright, that's all we have in the garden. Now let's go back, use this point once more, and then actually head on with the story. We have a lot of other places to explore, and I have a feeling it's gonna kill me a lot in the process because all the enemies are a lot more tougher than we're used to. Ta-da! 1 point. 1 measly point. Almost at max level, almost 100. Although to be honest, I'm not sure whether 100 is the max level in this game, so... Oh, capital entrance. Oh no, don't tell... Okay, I can't run around with the jarhead in this area, there's too much corruption. Gonna have to alter our equipment over here. Like, if I stand in the pool of blood, I'm gonna get afflicted like real easy. What is this? I don't even remember picking this up. Oh wait, I do remember picking this up. This is one of the items that we found in the middle of the swamp. There's our poison release item. Here we go. And we're gonna get corruption items. I really, really wish, for all the quality of life stuff the game has, the one thing I wish is they allowed you to sort of filter the equipment by the stats. That way you could immediately like find the item with the highest corruption rate or not. Would have made things a lot easier. A lot easier. I know you have a high corruption, but now gonna have to run through all of this once again and make sure we don't miss anything. Yeah, the leech headwear also has high corruption. Only problem is, if you guys have seen me use this before, the leech headwear actively inflicts blight on your character. Not ideal. The consort stuff is like a really good resistance. It's the opposite of the buy one. Okay. The consort stuff might actually be the way to go. Let me check. Just run through everything. Yeah, okay. It has considerably little or no defense to anything else, but it has like really, really good resistances on everything else. Oh, okay, let me momentarily shift this over so everyone can see as well on the vertical screen. But yeah, as you can see, terrible defenses overall, but really good defenses for resistances. Not sure that's going to work for us, but let's see. Let's see how it works out. Because a lot of the enemies here like inflict a lot of damage too, so I'm not entirely sure we can do it the normal way either. And we got like really far last time too. Only thing is I kind of died there. And we didn't get the shortcut. At least we don't have to worry about dying in the swamp for too long. Did I go this way? I feel like I didn't. Because there's an item over there, and I usually pick up everything I find. So where did I go last time? Oh right, it was below. Yeah, this was where we went last time. I'm gonna check the upper layer first, this run. See whether we missed anything. I'm gonna head over here, and hopefully we can grab that one monster without too much trouble. If you please. Oh, what? He disappeared. Oh my god, the spear wheel is like doing like ridiculously good damage. No, I mean not the spear wheel, the spear. Cloud piercer. Okay, not what I was expecting for a spell, but kind of worked out. Still need to be careful for corruption. Can I use one of these to raise our resistances? We have quite a bunch, like 51 in stock. And I do feel like it lasts quite a while too. Unstoppable force. What? Okay. Not what I was expecting to find there, but we made it. And you were just spewing stuff, huh? Okay. Can I lock onto you? I can. Lightning? Very good, but not doing too much damage. And paralysis is not the way we want to go. I am getting corruption from something. Let's just eat a flower. Deal with this mess over here. Oh, what? What? Didn't even see you all here. Might as well use it for the bubble shield while we have the points for it. What are you? I kind of feel like I'm in some sort of hell realm right now. Like a depiction of hell. And the little bell sound isn't helping. Very ominous. Oh, I'm just stacking up on magic with this, huh? Let's refresh our little bubble. Oh, okay. I think the latency on my YouTube feed is a bit slow because you're responding to it a bit slowly. Let me take a moment to adjust that. Not sure if I can right now, but I will give it a try. Yeah, and see, the problem with the vertical streaming thing that I'm doing right now, in case you guys are not aware, is that each time we do a stream, I have to sort of set it all up, right? Each time I do a stream, I have to make sure everything is working fine. Like, manage everything. So, normally, if I remember, I set the stream latency to, like, low. But it does seem like my stream latency is actually set to normal. That's probably why everything's a bit slower. And unfortunately, I can't change it. without disrupting the stream. So you know what? Give me a second on... Yeah, I know you were talking about the skeletons on the floor, but I'm not actually got the skeletons on the floor. I'm way past it. So give me a second while I disable the YouTube stream, and I'll set it to like ultra low latency and reconnect. Be right back. Not for you. Sadly, it doesn't seem like I can change it while it's live streaming. I need to completely shut down the stream. Yep, there is a major gap. That's what I was talking about. Unfortunately, I can't change it while live. So something I have to remember next time. I'm gonna set it to ultra low latency. The feed might look a bit unclear, but I feel like it's better to interact with everyone, right? Also, I'm not exactly sure by what you mean, like this place reminds you of Dark Souls 3, because I don't feel like any of this reminds me of Dark Souls 3. Like, the closest I can think of is Caelid, right, in Elden Ring? But the problem with Caelid was Caelid had like a lot of fungal growths, a lot of mushrooms and everything happening. So that is not there. Instead, we have like very ancient structures and what seems like bone jutting out. Even the smoldering light didn't feel like this. But it has been a while since I played Dark Souls 3, so I might not be recalling this correctly. I'm going to defer to your memory on this. Between the two of us, you have the better memory. Look at this guy, pretending to be a statue. And there's a demon up there. One of you is real. Or not. Or not. Gonna buff herself off with frost. See if you can get a sneaky hit in first. What in tarnation? The guy just... he machine gunned me to death. The consort's clothes are great for resistances, not so much for defenses. One hit was all... well, not one hit, 2 hits was all it took. At this point, there better not be any consequences, because nothing in here is like particularly safe or friendly. I definitely feel like this is a very hellish landscape, and you are actually following me. And I'm locked onto something else. I don't even know what I'm locked onto. What is shooting me? Oh, you can't get through here, can you? Well, goodbye. Have fun. Even the flowers and everything, they're like very much reminding me of Caelid. That move comes out so fast. There's almost no wind-up for it. It's like an immediate attack. I even buffed myself up with points there. Frost there, because I know these guys are like very annoying. Might just need to change my armor for this, right? What? Oh, come on. He even interrupted my shield. Oh, what? And he hit me from above? Come on. Game, camera! This is gonna kill me with the crossbow next, huh? You gonna come down there? No. The counter doesn't work on the machine gun. This is all technically my fault. I've been using sort of the axe and the two-handed sword to make things a lot easier on myself, and it seems to have caught up with me. Like, if I had learned that guy's patterns early on when I first met him, I would have a lot less difficulty. But because I didn't, it's a bit of a challenge right now. Oh, what? Come on, lock on. And that guy. Okay, as you guys saw, the lock-on for Wuchang can lock on to enemies very far away, which is not ideal. For some reason, it doesn't seem to detect enemies closer to you, and I feel like that is something that they need to patch out. Like, seriously. Oh no, we're not running from that. We're going to die to it as many times as we need. You know me. To be honest, it will be a lot easier if I just change my armor for that fight, because I will not be taking as much damage. I think that enemy has a lot of, like, pierce or stab power. So if we equip armor that's good for stab, we'll survive a lot longer. Am I gonna do it? Absolutely not. I just want to deal with these guys, and I know there's a caster over there. Will start shooting at me the moment I try to go through. So we're gonna deal with that guy too. Oh, you are the caster. Thinking my tactic here is if they're gonna shoot me, I'm gonna shoot back. Am I doing a lot of damage? No, but that's the idea. At least we're getting our souls back each time. I'm surprised our demon hasn't spawned in. How much is my madness? Oh, a bit higher. Even this spear is technically like very gun-based. Just not fast enough. Gonna back off because if it does anything weird, let's shield ourselves. That's right. I didn't need to use a gun like you. Pay your respects piously and heed the primal deity's teachings. We got an upgrade item for that. I kind of don't need it, but kind of fun to do it, nonetheless. This is another emote area, so pay respects. Pay respects. Do I have that? Greet. Replace. Pray. Worship. Stretch. I'm guessing it's worship. The bubble effect looks so nice, right?
Everything comes at a cost. Some dreams may come true, but they are not what they seem.
Nameless Eye. Was that a key item? No, maybe just a normal item? Okay, so neither. That leaves pendant. It is a pendant. Slightly reduces damage taken. Something to consider in the future. Right now, we're going with very much a glass cannon build here. As long as we can avoid getting poisoned, I don't really mind. And that does seem to be everything over this way. Over yonder. So I was saying this early on stream, by the way, King. It's kind of odd to me that along with playing a Chinese game, I've actually been reading like 2 Chinese novels, right? One of the novels was what I was telling you about before, The Poppy Wars. The other one I'm reading is if you watch Netflix, you know it as a 3-body problem. One is dealing with fantasy in a very ancient Chinese setting, right? The other is basically science fiction with aliens. Oh, this looks nice and ominous. Oh no, oh no. You're not getting any spells off in my presence. I really should head back, right? And deposit the souls we have, because every extra point we get sort of increases our ability to do damage. Is another demon over here? Frozen? Oh yeah, there is another demon. It's one of you. It's the machine gun guy. Fool me once. Oh wow, he had a hitbox behind him too. Might be a bit difficult trying to get a backstab on this fellow. He used the gun at me. We were right next to each other. I was not expecting that. I thought that was a range move. Oh, come on. That's just unfair game. Well, I guess it isn't too unfair considering I can kind of do that to him too, but still. Oof. I dodged. You're not done with your combo yet. There, now you're done. Somehow we survived that. He inflicted poise break on me. Might have been better if he used the other one and kind of used upward force and not the cloud piercer. Upgrade item? Upgrade item. A little hellish little area here. With a lift. Almost feels like this is giving me a view of something over there. Oh, okay, I see. This is more or less a warning for me to be careful of that thing up there. Like, as much as there are so many traps in the game, it does give you like enough of a breathing room to let you know that, hey, yeah, something's nasty is over there. And this is a door we can't open from this side. One must heed the teachings of the primal deity to unlock the gate. In other words, you can't open the door from this side. But yes, that does seem to be... That's one path we've explored. Now there's another path over there. Do I want to take this? Let's deposit our souls, and the path that I'm actually wanting to take is a path that goes downward, but I want to check out this little area over here where there is a very large statue with very angry eyes shooting despair beams at me. And I was putting stuff into the longsword. You know what? I might actually not go for the longsword and go for magic instead. Because we have a couple of nodes over here with magic and feathering. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna reset this tree like temporarily, and max out on our feathering over here. Enter the dream to reset everything. And I'm gonna change out a couple of spells since I'm not using those as much. The shield spell is like very good. I am tempted to keep it, but no, let's take it out. Use this because it has a backstep. Even this is like good. This is feathering as well. I'll have the shield spell as a backup in case we need it. Magic, level 3, level 1. A basic shot, just so we can annoy enemies from a distance. What else has feathering? Oh, this has feathering too. Demon Bane Strike. I've not used a lot of spells in a very long time. But yeah, if you look up there, you see an eye shooting projectiles at us. Was that the way to dodge them? No. Who's shooting at me? Oh, it's you. Other than the giant eye, I mean. Oh, and you leave sort of a little area effect. I heard the spell coming and used it as a dodge, but I think I missed my projectiles. Yeah, it really helps we have the consort's clothes here, because otherwise we'd be getting affected by despair quite a bit. And I'm gonna see if I can take care of the eyes above before we explore the area. You're still looking at me, huh? This is a lift. Where is it? Oh wait, that's not, that's just turning that off. It was not a lift. Is this timed? I feel like this might be timed. You'll light up in the water over there. Tempting players to get it. Players like me. Oh wait, did my connection to YouTube crash? Oh, never mind, it's back. It did crash temporarily. Wah! I'm so glad I had my shield up there. Oh. Wow, you guys are everywhere. This is one enemy I definitely need to learn how to deal with, otherwise we're not going to be making much progress. Like, activating the shield before that was like a very good call, otherwise he would have damaged me instantly. Thankfully, the lift does not seem to activate back, so we can just run towards him and assume that there isn't anyone else. Wait, there's a caster over here, right? Don't think he activated. Hiding in a little cubby hole over here, waiting to attack you. Oh, I didn't even see what happened there. Bit of a difficult area to deal with, because he jumped into the pool and I didn't want to follow him in. Because unlike him, who could jump back out, I would have to take the long way around. Like, Wuchang cannot get over the little ledges. But with that, my madness has descended, so we might be able to use that to our advantage, actually. I'm also realizing now that I could have used these guys to get some points of Skyborn magic before we went in there. Oh, my inner demon sort of got stuck there. You're still coming after me? Oh, he's just jumping all the way around. Now he's pretty much locked onto our inner demon. Can I let you two deal with that? Whoever wins there, good luck. I will go in and take these. I have a feeling it's gonna be the monster and not our inner demon. Oh, come on, that hit. Not the most ideal way to do things, but we made it. Oh, interesting. So curious as to whether this is the right way to go. Because it's one way, for one thing. You won't be able to climb back out. When the avians fell, those devoted to their homeland lingered. Their bodies were taken, their souls anchored. Towering bones now stand guard over the capital. This was once the heart of ancient Shu, treacherous and unforgiving, turned back or joined the restless dead. Yeah, so this was where the ancient Shu were. And due to their resurrected powers, this whole area has more or less become very much a hellscape. I knew there was something in the water. It's a very creepy aesthetic, mainly because I can sort of tell that some of these are not meant to be stone, but like bone. Which is a bit freaky, all things considered. I see you. Like, if I'd gone down to attack the guys who had their backs turned to me, you would have started slinging spells. Feels very much like a trap already. So many enemies. A lot of mooks. And that is usually means there's a more dangerous enemy somewhere hiding. Hiding somewhere, not somewhere hiding. Which is worrisome by itself. Oh, I wanted to use the machine gun, not that. Ow! Didn't realize the flower had that much distance on it. Good to know. I think that takes care of all the enemies in the area. Little area, large area. Larger areas are usually dangerous. And this looks even more dangerous. Like, there's an item out there in the open. Somebody's waiting to ambush me somewhere. Well, I didn't mean you. I'm expecting something else. This is how the game has trained me. Be wary of all traps. And there's definitely something that, or it might be because I'm inflicted with corruption. Like, if you are not in the presence of an enemy, your stamina. Oh, yeah, this it's actually showing here a bit. If you are not in the presence of an enemy, your stamina gauge will be unlimited as you run across. But if you are in the presence of an enemy, it will keep training. Oh, okay, you guys. Oh, there's one of you there too. Golem. And funnily enough, you are affected by the shots up there. There's a path up there too, and a path behind that veil too. See if I can drag you over here. Excuse me? Oh, it went underground. Understood. I know, right? Look, this whole area is sort of unexpected to me. Like, this hellish landscape. Like, it really feels like you're in a rendition of Chinese hell to me. But this sort of makes sense to me. Like, the Shu were like very technologically advanced, so you have golems and the like. Also, welcome to the stream, Tricks. Happy to see you here. And as you can see, even though they're dead, they're actually shooting like little bolts at us from their faces. Or maybe you cannot see from over here. You and King like had very different descriptions for the place. King felt like this was kind of like the, what was the place? The lake underneath? The smoldering lake, right? And you feel like it's the Great Hollow. Honestly, I feel like it's neither. There's an object over here, and I always get suspicious. Gives us a sort of shortcut to avoid the enemy's eye projectiles if you're going by the sides. I'm also hearing a bird somewhere. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I don't feel like it's the smoldering lake. The smoldering lake had a very fiery aesthetic to it, right? But this is all blood and gore, in a sense. And we are using that little side path to avoid that giant eye over there, the giant face that's shooting projectiles at us. There's an enemy up there, too. Are they spawning from up there? Kind of feels interesting. But no, this is, now I'm pretty certain that this is the final area of the game. And we've sort of found this ancient sanctum underneath the royal palace, underneath Worship's Rise, well, the temple, I guess. And this whole area seems to have belonged to the avian deities that we were talking about before. What am I hearing? Oh, it's you shooting at me. Just gonna casually stroll around and see if there's anything to pick up. Calm down. Or a way to deactivate you. What is that weird crackling that I'm hearing? Oh, is that the sound of your head moving? And frozen demon statue over here too. Oh, this is the area we saw from the other side, where we picked up the item. It was showing us this. Sit back down. You too. Well, you all are coming alive. Well, you are a caster. And with this, we can deactivate the shooting heads. Initially, I assumed they were like the dead bodies of the larger avians, right? But since we can deactivate them, I just wonder if they're like a weird mechanism. Did I go there? I don't believe I have. Like a weird defense mechanism. Okay, I even saw these guys up there and I still just ran. That one is totally on me. Oh, the count deflect doesn't work down there. Of course it doesn't. It's so slow, you can run past them if you wanted to. Totally a bad idea, though. Yeah, very resistant to magic. Bit of a shame. The own attacks aren't hurting them. Oh, the other guy came up. And no, that's what I mean. Just because the mechanics are the same, the aesthetic is different. You could say that about Cloudspire 2 to an extent, because Cloudspire was more or less the swamp area for this game. It's just that instead of poison, it was causing us frost damage, right? Oh, shortcut? I feel like we're getting closer and closer to a final boss. So I'm really hoping this is a shortcut, and there's some guy over there shooting at us. And you are gonna root me in place so those guys will be able to shoot at us. Very resistant to magic. Oh, that was a fast one. I didn't even know you guys had a fast spell. Whoa, okay, calm down, calm down. Just let me take the elevator down and make a shortcut for myself. Thank you very much. I'll catch you folks another time. I thought... Whoa! No! Oh, come on, that was just... What was I supposed to do? I can't even dodge on that little lift. At least the shortcut is activated, right? Because that is a lift right next to us. So I can go up without too much of a problem. And you know what? I'm gonna go up, get our souls, and then come back down like real quick. because there's one more path we need to check, and I feel like going higher is the way you need to go, because you're sort of heading to that big bright white light over there in the distance. But there are a couple of other places we haven't reached that are locked out and seems to be accessible from a different path. And the only path we sort of checked halfway and died halfway in our previous stream was down there. So I'm just here to get my souls, don't mind me. Which is not too much, all things considered. Oh, oof. I feel like I could make a whole clip, like an entire video of stupid deaths I've had like this. You know, I'm gonna try again. Even if that happens. Not only falling off compilations, right? This game, like, the devs love to trap the player, so if in a lot of cases, just by being observant, you can sort of overcome the traps, right? And I've done that a lot of times. But there are other times where it's caught me completely off surprise. Right, there was a time where there was just a huge cannon inside a little inside a little tent. I'm not sure if we were there for that, but that caught me off guard as well. Is that enemy over there that shooting at me? The timing for that has to be so precise, right? He has to see you when you're going down and then shoot you through these little rivets. Okay. Now to actually explore the place that we've been meaning to explore. There's a path from up there to down here too. This little sigil is to let you know you can jump down from a very high place. But yeah, like, things shooting at you from a distance is not the only thing that's happening here. In general, you can sort of see like the two main forces in this area duking it out all across the place. Like the deeper you go, the more you'll start to see the good avians and the bow people. I don't even know if they're good avians. They're attacking me regardless, right? But you start to see both of them fighting down there. And to be honest, I kind of don't want to deal with either of them. They're equally difficult enemies. It was a bit easier with the axe, just because the axe had a lot of regen. But we are not doing it the cheap way, we are doing it with this sphere. I've already explored the back of there. But yeah, if you go over here, you see a lot of avians fighting against each other. Like the corrupted ones and the normal ones. Well, as normal as they can be under the circumstances. Did I go this way? I felt like I did. Yeah, I did go this way. The way I have to go next is there. But I know there's a hidden door over here that I sort of have to deal with. And I know one of you comes alive. Okay, there you go. Picky devs, right? And this is also something I liked about the games. A lot of the times, like of the game, right? When you see the stomp from that enemy, the timing for the stomp is different each time. For the first one, it's delayed. For the second one, it's really quick. And for the third one, it's also delayed. So you're like, okay, wondering what's is happening here? Yeah, this was where I died the first time I came through. I have a bone to pick with that enemy that's hiding down there. Question is, are we gonna survive it? I do not think so. This is the way we came. This is the way we have to go to. I also went up there too, if I recall. Like this guy will trigger the other enemy that's hiding underneath the lake and they'll start a fight. There we go. I think in both cases it's like very close. Like if you look at that enemy over there, both of them will be almost exactly the same amount of health. I'm locking onto something else though, too far. Very close-knit battle. And last time I used the distraction that each of them were providing to run past and check the area. And we already activated this. There's something else that's happening here, and I want to figure out what's happening, right? Because I feel like if we go the other path, we're going to end up there, where the light is. And where I feel like the boss might be. Oh, interesting. I can use this. I didn't even realize there was a trap there before. Alright, come at me, you freak. And revenge got. Honestly, I don't know if there was even a reason for us to deal with it. Nope, stop it. There is a path over there we couldn't check before. Alright, which one of you is coming alive? You. I feel like you are coming. Oh, never mind. There's something else here. the two statues were eventually just distractions for the actual enemy popping out from underneath. Radiant red feathers. Interesting they're giving like upgrade items at this point in the game, right? Because other than the final step in our weapon, in our second weapon, which is the longsword at the moment, everything else is kind of upgraded. And for that, I think the easiest way to do it might just be to get the red bamboo shoots and buy it off the panda. Soul items, not the most useful thing to have. Also, am I the only one who's kind of annoyed by where the debuff icon is appearing? Like, wouldn't you rather have it on the side of your character and not in the front? Completely aesthetical reasons, right? Nothing other than that. You two are still at it. Even those guys are at it. Feathering might not have been the way to go here, considering we are not doing too much damage with feathering. The one area I want to check is over there, but it's gonna be a bit problematic to get there. He's already shooting at me. It's like a really long way across. There's another enemy who's frozen over here. Really? How many enemies are around here? Let's use the shield to get through. Giant bronze arrow. Is that a key item? Yeah, I'm not looking forward to dealing with this guy. Mainly because he's gonna jump inside the corruption and it's gonna be extremely difficult to deal with him. Kinda realizing the door is a little too small for him. Yeah, he's inside the pool of blood. I don't want to deal with him. And you can get yourself corrupted. What was that? Oh my god. Recovery time. Yeah, feathering's not doing much. Be best to just run here. Get onto a little divot we can actually deal with these enemies from. He's looking at me, but he's not coming to me. Honestly, I'd rather he just get over here. Because we can just get this done with. Now we can one by one take out these plants. So they don't grief us. Smaller enemy over there. Let's wait for the corruption to run out and then we'll run across. Too bad we can't go through here. Is this little area even worth the hassle? You better be. Little house down here. I see someone up there. I don't like the look of you. You're one of those demons. The ones with the spear, the crossbow. Okay, so this was what we were seeing from the other side. Since we got our bearings. There was another path over there as well. Right? One up there. As I've said many times before, I always end up second guessing where we need to go. Curiosity gets the better of me. Can I use a quick heal without actually healing? Ow! An avian is here. Okay. Well, what are you guarding that's so important? I feel like if I get too close, one of those golems gonna come alive, and it's gonna be a 2-on-1 situation. They're not too bad if you're in an open area. It's less in a smaller area they can get like really annoying to deal with, especially the spells. But really, what are you protecting over here that's so important? Other than the skeleton. Aha, I knew it. I knew one of you were alive. Oh, this is leading us to a different path over here. And if I go down that way, I'm gonna be stuck up here. Oh, okay, I see. I see. So when we were in that little house on the other side, I was seeing the enemies up here. Which makes me wonder if this little area is more of a punishment area. Like if you fall from the higher tiers, you end up here. Though I'm slightly curious as to whether there's anything in this little divot. Because yeah, both of them lead to the upper area. And this will give us the other half of the sun seal we're looking for. Yep, there we go. The soul bird shard. I mean, I'm calling it a sun seal because it's called soul bird, but you guys get it, right? So we did need to go this way. Where are the lasers going at? They're converging over there. So that will be our next location. Yeah, this is the area where a little battle is happening. Oh, the avian died. This is gonna make things a lot more difficult for us. Yep, considerably more difficult. Just gonna run past this and hope it doesn't follow us. It is following us. The cutscene. Thank goodness. I'll be honest, I'm even more confused right now because this feels more like a boss door than anything else. And you can hear the enemy sort of desperately clawing at my body back there. But I'm invincible. In the cutscene. Not any longer there. Ow. Kinda odd we didn't get a shortcut though. The game is very generous in that sense. It'll usually provide people with a shrine or something when you reach a certain point, right? This game's Earth Tree, right in the distance. Yeah, I'm searching for a shrine, just in case. Just in case.
Wuchang, come and find me!
And now I'm officially confused, right? Wow. Wow. And the music kicking in. Wow. Now we're in the final area. I'll be honest, I'm still looking for a shrine though. Because there was this little area on top that we missed. Almost looks like a giant egg. And though they are enemies here, they do not seem to be hostile to us. Unless we attack them, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, this is definitely final boss area. And the reason I'm searching... Oh, thank goodness there is a shrine. And the reason I'm searching for a shrine is I want to check the other path that we did not take. And also spend our soul stones there. What is that glowing little light up there? Oh, it's just an effect. Oh, and we have something we can give to Wuchang back at the Annulum. 2 more points. Make sure we didn't miss out on anything in the spear tree. And spec out of feathering. Feathering is not doing us any good. And into magic. I'm gonna teleport over to, although it's a bit late, let's keep going, the Annulum. Give what we need to give to Wuchang. And then check out that one path that we did not go to. Because Wuchang usually gives us items or armor that's related to the path that we're on, the area we're in, by handing him an item.
Hey, you made it. You found it beneath the burning cave? So that's what the fuss was about. It collapsed. I'd heard the ground under the burning cave was hollow. I wanted to dig around, but that Taoist kept a close watch. Never got the chance. But this time... I know I'll strike it big once my leg recovers.
Okay, what did you give us? Those we already had before. A new spell. A spell used by the bow people that allows them to command the souls of birds to strike at their foes. Legends say that the souls of these feathered creatures answers the summons of the primordial deity. It was through this very spell that the primordial deity spread his mandate across the world, with all feathered souls responding to his call. Unfortunately, I just specced out of feathering, so not going to use that. This is scaling with the feathering. Don't think he gave us anything else. But we did not already have. I have this? I can't actually tell. Yep.
Come back soon.
It's for, just for that one weapon. I mean spell. Which we are probably not going to use until an NG plus true. Speaking of which, how many bamboo shoots do I have? Did I actually use all of my bamboo shoots up? Yeah, I feel like I did. I use up all of my bamboo shoots, so I can't upgrade. Give it to the panda to get that last upgrade. And through our journey, I've only found one other bamboo shoot. Okay, yeah. I'm back at the capital entrance because I want to check this path over here, which we did not take last time. I feel like there are 2 more bamboo shoots we can find, and if we did not spend it on feathered pearls, we might have been able to get the last and final upgrade for our second weapon. As is now, only one of our weapons is plus 10, the other one is plus 9. Oh, oh. I think that happened last time too. Avian altar. Is there like a boss or something over here? Oh, there's a bamboo shoot. I was just talking about you. Oh, I didn't get you. It escaped. Well, now we know where at least one of the bamboo shoots are. The delay. Still more to this area, huh? Okay. And there's a lot more to this area. There's a demon over there. And who are you? You are, ow, a completely new enemy. I have not seen you before. Kind of difficult to deal with. Oh, I fell. I was about to say kind of difficult to deal with him. Along with the shooting that's happening. So don't tell me my stream actually came down again. Might just stop for tonight if this keeps happening, because lots of weird stuff happening. One of the reasons why I started the stream late tonight was also because we were having electricity problems. And that does not seem to have changed much. Oh no, it's working just fine, I guess. Okay. I thought connection went off. If you all are saying anything, I'm not receiving it, just so you know. Just a lot more to this area, and I'm curious as to what is there with a completely new enemy type too. Oops, sorry about that. The elevator just taking a sweet time to get decked down. Babe, I think you might need to increase the speed of your elevators there a bit. Last time we went up, this time we're gonna go down. Oh, you actually noticed me, huh? Okay. Nope, nope. Well, he actually... to add insult to injury, he hit me on the way down too. Ironically, he also followed me down. Now we have to wait for the elevator again. So you know what? What I'm gonna do is activate the mechanism and take a momentary break to go get some water. I'll catch you guys in like a few seconds or a few minutes. Right. And we're back. There we go. Would you believe an enemy actually hit me in the middle of that and knocked me out of my pause screen? Just as I arrived back here. Also, King, I'm not sure if you realize this, but there was a bit of a disconnect. I couldn't get... I still think I'm not getting the Twitch chat at the moment. I was curious, so I just took a look at the creator dashboard. Yeah, because I'm checking the Twitch chat over there, and I see that. Like, I can see your chat in there, but not over here. Yeah, for some reason the chat has completely disconnected. I had no idea why. Just a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna keep my stream manager up and hope I can see the YouTube chat there. Yep, and you can tell that I'm not receiving the message right on the stream as well, because your messages are not going over to the little chat widget on the top. Let me see if I can fix that by temporarily adjusting our browser dock over here. Does not seem to be the case. Yep, does not seem to be the case. So what I'm going to do for now, the stream at least, I'm always responding to what you guys are saying. What do you mean? Why would I suddenly stop responding all of a sudden? It might be that someone else is speaking to me on the other chats too, but for some reason I can't quite see them. So yeah, Caster Labs. Well, I can't even blame Caster Labs here, right? Because it might just be something that has to do with us over here in the Maldives. Somewhere along the way, our connection just got like really messed up. Alright, I'll keep it that way and we'll head back up. I'm gonna try to explore this area just a bit more before I'm calling it. It's almost 11:30. You and I need to get ready for work tomorrow. This is one long ride though. Is it giving us a view of that area over there? I think we already got the bamboo shoot over here. Just gotta be careful with this one enemy. Castellabs has been working out fine for us so far, so I'm not sure why. That specific time is not... It's disconnected at the moment. Oh, even that has like a really long pushback. Okay, he said something and I had no idea what he said. There's another path to this that we need to find. But it says something like that, that usually means there's another way up here. Blood of Chang'an. And we saw when we came up with the lift, there was indeed another path somewhere. What? Where did I get that from? A radiant red feather. Did one of the enemies over here die? Oh, they did die. It's the other guy. He died. That's why we got the feather. Oh, I need to kill you before I can use the mechanism, huh? Oh, come on. Even your backstep has an attack? Wow, okay. Calm down. And that was just meant to kill me. It just faded away. Interesting. Oh, this is a lift, not the thing that disables the headshots. Where are you taking me? Oh, great. Luckily, he could not shoot me. Now he could shoot me. Have I been here before? I'm not even certain. I feel like I might have gone here before, yeah. Use some of our steam bunnies to get back some health. Yeah, I think I came here last time, saw the lift, and took the little alternative path with the demon over there. It's gonna be a bit annoying to deal with. Maybe not too much if I can manage to backstab it. Never mind, he's turning back. I can't tell if he saw me or if he's just returning back to his patrolling path. Well, as happy as he is to see me, I'm not happy to see him. It's also kind of difficult to close up distance. Wow. It's a bit easier to react to that thing when you're really far away. Why is my dodge not working? Oh, yeah, I saw it. All good, King. It's almost time for me to call it too. This might actually be the final area I take a look at before we call it. I won't even be able to run back up there next time just because the elevator freight would have gone back up. I am curious as to how we would reach this other ledge over here. Lots of secrets being hidden. If this was Elden Ring, you might have even been able to jump down there. Let me take a proper look at it without getting shot for a second. There's a path over there. It's gonna run past these enemies. I need to deal with them for now. Oh dear. The other enemies don't spawn. So the avian creature's locked onto me. Oh wait, oh come on. What's funny is that my health bar is even appearing there. I felt a bit lost in a lot of areas in Wuchang, but this might be the first one that's actually made me feel like I'm very, very lost a bit. Mainly because I'm not getting the sense of where to go. Well, where to find these hidden paths. Like with every other area, I had a general idea of, hey, if I go this direction, I'm gonna find it over here. That's not the case here. So just a general creepy vibe of the area is sort of throwing me off. Like I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. And you know what creeps me out the most? It's actually not the aesthetics or how the area looks. It's the little bell sound in the back. It feels weirdly ominous. Kind of surprised that the enemy that won was actually the avian. And you respawn, so we're gonna have a fun time over here. Well, at least we managed to get the lift working. Whatever's up there had better be worth it, all this trouble. But you know what? It's late on my end. Even though I kind of want to see what's over there, and my demon has sort of spawned, which is gonna aid in our quest back up there. I am gonna call it. If anyone's still watching, take care and good night. Is me signing off from Wuchang, and take care. Bye.